Okay, so second video. The first phrase was this, wasn't it? So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I can see, and then he starts singing. Yeah. So we've got the second phrase is going to be this. We're going to have that same at the beginning, which is 1 and 2 and 5th fret of the A string. 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah. So, but instead of going down to this note afterwards, we're going to have this. So what that is, it's that triad shape that you were talking about. So 1, root, major third, and 5th. So that's it's that note D again, the 5th fret of the A string. Then it's the 4th fret of the D string, and then the 7th fret of the D string, and then back to the root, 5th fret of the A string. The timing: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I count while I'm playing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and and that's my who would have thought? So that's my amp messing up. It's going through the computer. So let me try that again. Hopefully you can hear it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. So we've got our first 1, 2. Yeah, that's the first thing. The first two notes, as in the first phrase. So we got that again. But then immediately after, so we got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's the second phrase to get these little chunks. Yeah, your first little chunk or your first phrase was, and that'll put you in good stead for, like I said, it's a very typical bass line. We're doing it on a D, so it works for a D major. Actually, it works for every type of D, because you're just doing the root and 5th, but the 5th an octave down. Both those notes are included in a D major, a D minor, and a D dominant 7. So those are your three types of chords: major, minor, and dominant 7. And they all have the same root. You know, a D major has the same root, which is D, as a D minor and a D7, and they all have the same. They all have the same 5th note. Yeah, which is one of the reasons why in jazz chord voicings you don't use that 5th. Because you're economizing. Anyway, I won't go into that. But you don't use that 5th because all types of chords have it. They have the same 5th. The major chord, the minor chord, the dominant 7th chord, they all have the same root and a 5th. So like I said, a D major has those two notes, a D minor has those two notes, and a D dominant 7 has those two notes. So as a bass player, you could be going, or putting that note down an octave, or the timing here, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Very good thing to learn. The root and the 5th, of course, as a bass player you could just play the root, but that's pretty dull. So to put in the 5th as well, that's the start of really building your bass lines. And I've made it a long video again. Damn. Okay. But here, let me play this phrase one more time. No, sorry, I got it wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Slow it down a bit. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so I've gone to 5 minutes. I want to keep it at that. So that's the second phrase. Okay, so third video, we're getting to the third phrase.